Hello there, welcome back to Great Britain. Last time we fought, we're still fighting against Nepal and Hindustan, and then my slimy old peasants decided that they wanted a revolutionary war, and we got, 68,000 of them in our capital, and 32,000 of them in the nice little province of Girona. So we're going to have to deal with them today, of course, but I'm pretty sure we'll win that, and I'll punish every single one of them by executing them. No, probably, possibly, probably. That's probably going to be the punishment for what they are currently doing. We'll just have to wait and see how it actually plays out. But I definitely want to punish them in a evil manner. So I'll go ahead. I'll deal with the annoyance that is this revolutionary revolt. We did manage to boost our stability back up to 0, but I'm a little bit unsure now if we have admin power enough to core every single province that I will be taking, so we might have to be a little bit nice, I guess I should say, for a while now. We'll have to see. My transport navy is on its way. Should probably upgrade that thing, but not too much I can do about it right now. We are going to also deal with these rebels. So I guess all in all, what I will be doing this episode is more or less just damage control to some degree. And hopefully I can sort it out. We're also going to try and colonize this place. So I'll go ahead, I'll deal with the rebels, and I'll probably show the battle here. I've assembled 80,000 of mine versus 68,000 of theirs, and we'll see how it goes. There we go, we have our squad here set up, and we're going right for the Revolutionaries in London, and as you can see, they're having quite a bad time against my army here. And with this, the revolt should basically be done, but I don't expect it to be. That is basically the problem here. So I'm going to ship my guys back to mainland. I should probably keep 40,000 men in the area itself, but if they rise up in London again, I have to ship people anyway. So we are going to just set everything back to how it was, and hopefully that'll make things a little bit easier in the future. I should probably also consider building a bigger transport fleet, because this is just getting a little bit annoying to move 20,000 men at a time. But we'll consider that as we go. As you can see, the sieges have gone pretty damn well. The war is more or less over. I just have to wait for a little tiny bit of war score, which comes once these guys actually have to, or realizes that they have lost. It shouldn't be too long, but we'll see. We actually made up a deal here. We're going to take 3 provinces in the north and 4 provinces in the south to work out just fine. Again, I'm a little bit concerned here how we're going to deal with this, and the manner of, especially now with the Liberty Revolt, we also have the issue of coring these provinces, which we can actually not afford. Not every single one of them. And that is definitely potentially, quite possibly be a problem. Hopefully it won't be too much of a problem, but I seriously doubt I'll be that lucky. But we'll figure it out. I'll probably place a 20,000 man army on Ceylon. That is the plan here. So I'll split everything up, and we'll see if I can make something work here. Also, of course, dealing with the potential rebels that will rise up now will be a high priority. For some reason, I actually managed to complete my mission, which was establish ourselves in the Spice Islands, which I completely forgot about. And instead, we are going to chart the Southern Sea, I think. No. Get in China? No. Create a fortress in Amur? I guess we can do that, because it doesn't really matter what we do right now. Amur is right here. So, let us go ahead here, build a... Oh, that's a big fort. But we have money and we have military power, so I don't really see an issue by doing so. Or, there's no issue in doing so, more or less. I should probably build some more military buildings, so we're going to invest in that. And once I've done that, I'll probably just continue waiting for that last core. We need 134 more administrative power for that. And I think I'm going to let everything cool just to make sure that I can conquer without any consequences later. We'll see how it goes. Trade company trouble. English South India Company has run into serious financial troubles. This had lack of expansion together with increased competition from other nations' trade companies. In the long run, we need to help them to expand and make sure they are the most powerful company in the region. For now, though, what they need is an infusion of working capital and military and naval resources. It's in our interest, trade efficiency down by 10%, or look at revolt risk. Malabar is just a single province, really, it looks like. Malabar, this one. I think we'll go with it's not our problem. Potentially it'll screw me over, but I don't really use the trade node anyways. So, to be perfectly honest, if it screws me over, I won't say that it matters too much. And as usual, I actually forgot to fabricate more claims here. Let's fabricate on Costa. There we go. And I can't actually fabricate any more claims on Nepal because our borders are kind of weird. But Japan is definitely the next target, and we'll be taking the northern end here. These three here, 7 provinces really. And it should be possible to take that. But again, I kind of want to play it a little bit safely in just to make sure that I don't overextend and screw myself over by not being able to core anything. George is a wonderful heir, 633. Perfect, more or less. He's definitely perfect for conquest, more or less. Going to keep that guy again. Sure. So trade companies here are doing badly, which is not that surprising, but nonetheless annoying. And as you can see here, I don't really have the manpower to do anything else than just focus on or focus on this area here, which is a little bit bad. But it shows that not getting too involved in Europe is probably my best idea so far. There's nothing to be concerned about. We'll have to deal with the guys in Lothian. And I guess this will now be renamed the Anti-Rebel Army or something along those lines. As you can see, also I spent 3,000 ducats on military buildings, so manpower should get a little bit of a boost. Just a minor boost in reality, but hopefully it can be useful. Just have to wait and see. But as I said, we'll allow ourselves to wait for corings now, to these corings here to finish, and then I guess we can go ahead and declare war on Japan. And just basically take some smaller chances. We'll see how it plays out. That is the only revolutionary regiment I've had rise up in this conflict so far. So we'll see how it plays out. We are more or less ready for another war against Japan here. We have claims for 6 of the provinces. We're producing the last claim we need. So all in all, this should be more or less already done. And we also have, of course, a lot of rebels in India thanks to our war in Japan, which again doesn't make much sense, but the game says it does, so I guess I'll have to listen. I don't really have a choice in the matter. But anyways, we are going to go for more or less everything that we can here. It should be a fairly easy war. We'll see if I'm right or if I'm hilariously wrong. The rebels that are already risen up kind of tells me that I am a foolish idiot, but we'll see if I can prove them wrong or not. There we go, the sieges in Japan are more or less over. We also have 2 rebel squads here that needs to be wiped out. But if we were to make a peace right now, I think I can take everything that I want here. And I can at 51% war score. We haven't actually finished the publication of the claim in Mino. So we'll wait just a little while longer to actually get that done. I would use far longer time than I would have anticipated. But now at least we have that claim done too, and with that we'll take everything, and then we'll probably get a claim on Kyoto before the next one, more or less. But all in all here, that means that we're now just missing a single province before we're done with Japan. But again, coring costs are kind of an issue here. We're 150 points in the minus, but if you consider that towards what we had last time, it's definitely less. So that's at least a positive to take with us. We're going to have to transport some soldiers here in order to deal with the revolutionaries in Rio de Oro, but other than that, it should be fine. We should be perfectly capable of dealing with this, with these problems, because as you can see, there's a ton of them. So we'll see how that turns out. But again, I should be perfectly capable of dealing with the current issue at hand, I guess I should say. It'll just be a little bit annoying. It'll just take a little bit of time, but we should be perfectly able to deal with that. We'll see how it goes. Well, in the midst of the killing of revolutionary rebels and all that, I got a fairly funny event here. People are angered by our failure to wage war. Because of a failure to pursue war against the infidel, our people are upset. Who are they to decide? Really, this is one of the bad ideas that you can get from the religious tree, but again, I find it quite hilarious because the simple fact that we haven't taken any ideas there. We're just sniffing on the idea, I dare say, so far. And still we get things like this. And also, if you consider it, haven't we been only waging war on the infidel lately? I just finished a war with in Madurai. Wow, that's quite the interesting point to rise up in revolt, but doesn't matter. I have been fighting Japan and, well, everyone else for quite a while now, and apparently it doesn't mean shit for them. But I guess that's fine. We can't have 2 years of peace when everyone is tossing my revolutionary bookcase around, can we? No. That's a disgrace, apparently. But that doesn't matter. We'll deal with them accordingly. Which means execution, more or less. But right now, we only have 1 claim left in Hindustan to fabricate. We are still missing a little bit of admin power to get that last core up and going. So we'll see how it goes. But so far, we are looking pretty damn good. What I might have to do, however, is create another army in order to make sure that I can actually fight all of these rebels with certainty. These guys right here, siege this province and decided to run through Mali and Jollof on the way up there. So that's again one of those small things that pisses me off. And this is another one. Failing to realize what's actually happening and sending both of them running in opposite directions. That is a mistake I can only, well, blame on myself. But we are losing quite a lot of troops here from just keeping these guys, well, more or less at bay. At least now my manpower again is pretty damn decent, so I should be able to again deal with this. But it's definitely annoying the way that things are currently going, more or less. We'll deal with them as we go. I might have to create another 20, or create actually a 20k army to have in Africa, and I think I'm going to do just that. We definitely need some more firepower in the area, so I'm going to go ahead and create said army, and we're going to use this, as I said, as a tool in Africa. Hopefully that'll work out. But for now, we'll research this. We'll fight that army right here. It's the only rebels that are in my empire, I believe. So yeah, it should be fine once we've dealt with them. We've got an attack upgrade here. Diplomacy attack up to level 25. The 3-deckers, with that, we're going to increase naval morale by 0.5, maintenance by 25%, and we can now build 3-deckers, which is, I believe, the strongest battleship or heavy ship, so that is fairly wonderful. On next one, we'll get the Great Frigate, which will also, of course, be fairly useful, but till then, we'll just have to keep on dealing with the Revolutionaries. Currently 2 revolutionary armies in the country, one in Gibraltar and the second one down here. But hopefully now we can deal with them once and for all, and then get 5 new ones, because that is kind of how the setup works. And again, it's kind of annoying. I would presume that if they were beaten again and again and again, rather than just rising up another army the same size somewhere else, then actually join forces and do rather larger evil somewhere else. But I guess if you consider the potential of trying to how should I put this, put together something like that, it might be a little bit beyond their capability, if you put it that way. Guess I can understand. Nepal has actually gotten Hindustan integrated or inherited now, probably due to the fact that I've been mercilessly pounding on them. So that's not the best, but it's not horrible either. I can live with that. It also means that the next war now will be quite a lot easier. So I think what we'll do here is start the annexation of start a coring process that I completely forgot about, and hopefully make something work later. I also completely forgot about getting that guy, which is kind of bad because I do need the admin points. And right now we're losing quite a bit of money. Probably gone a little bit overkill in army maintenance, but we have the funds to keep ourselves going even with that deficit for quite a while, so I'm not concerned. It shouldn't be a problem. We'll see if I'm right though. As you can see, we are starting to get kind of a hilarious change here, or more or less as it should be, I guess I should say. We have some culture changes here. Well, this is not really a culture change, this is just the regular cosmopolitan the French colonies, basically. But we have a American colony right here, which is kind of interesting. That means that things are changing. Of course, I was noted by getting an American colony of my own, but I believe it's in the same culture group, so it shouldn't actually be an issue. Hopefully. I might be wrong. But I think it's in the same culture group, and as such, we don't really have anything to worry about. But this is basically all that we had time for. I guess what we'll do most likely pretty early next time is declare war on Nepal. The goal will of course be to take the southernmost provinces here and then just work our way upwards. But we'll see how it plays out. Claim fabricating on Persia for Hormuz, and potentially through the alliance of Oman we can get Adal as well. I'm pretty sure I can actually declare a war on, as you can see here, as through the means of a superiority war. So I think what we might actually do here is go for taking Hormuz, Aden, and potentially Malacca here right from the get-go. See if we can get the achievement to fire, and then just sell everything back. It's a easy way to test that one out. And also, while we're at it, I have done a bit of a upgrade here to my trading company. As you can see, they have now the West Indian and the South Indian Charter. I think I might actually add this one next time. Get my third extra merchant from the strong trade company setups, and we can see then if the 4 for trade achievement will fire from that. We'll just have to wait and see. For now, however, this is where we'll leave it. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye.